What you think about when you're born into a fire. Let them burn it out. They sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away. Burn away, we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
Welcome to Auto Club Speedway. Still got a couple minutes left in practice. But we are happy to announce that we have a new presenting sponsor, and that is SimBox. If you're looking for a button box for your sim rig, you need to check out facebook.com/SimBoxPC and give those guys a holler. Tell them what you want, they'll hook you up. We've got just a couple minutes left in practice. Currently, quickest out on the track is none other than that guy right there. Bill Stringfellow. Kevin Poskowich, second on the board. Doug Neal out there in the Simbach Chevrolet. One to watch out for, running third right now on the time charts. Get a good look at that Simbach Chevy. Currently third quickest. His teammate 13th quickest, also in a Simbach Chevy. Looked like he's drifting a little bit. Nate Maurer. Hey, he didn't hit anything. That's what matters, right? Ronnie Osmer still sitting on pit road right now, but he's fourth quickest. Chris Carter up there in the fifth spot. Blake Giglio, sixth quickest. Colin Corey's seventh quickest right now. You got Travis Scramita out there, eighth quickest. John McMillan, he's off the racetrack now, but he's not ninth quickest. And AJ Rogers, last week winner, currently in their top 10 on the speed charts. Now, Auto Club is formerly known as California Speedway. Very big 2-mile track. It's going to be real slick.
Just decreasing. It's now 92.
As you can hear our crew chief saying our track temp's cooling down a little bit, but it's going to be hot. And slick. This track's going to be slick. You see these cars sliding around. You see AJ right there sliding off the corner. And it's going to be, these cars get really weird on their handling after about 15, 20 laps of running on these tires. You get loose in and tight off, and that's hard to carry through, because as you come off this corner, you want to go up into that outside wall. So tire is going to be a major factor in this race. Bill out there trying to beat that top score. Only got 18 seconds left. I'd say Bill's going to end up our fastest in practice. Oh, they're wrecking all around. Off the hood off of that car. All right, we're getting ready to start qualifying. We have 36 cars currently logged in the session. We'll have to see who the first car running out here is. At 48, Jason Humphrey. We didn't see him last week. He's going to get to make his series debut here this week. He did run in our Busch Clash. Had to miss the 500. Going to be out here in the Auto Club race. Let's see where he can qualify this number 48 Exalta car. See him coming around to get the green flag. Car's gonna get a little tight off the corner. You hear those tires squalling. It's really hard to save tires at this track. We'll have to see who does it the best. Humphrey around. He's 8th quickest. Kevin Paskowicz the quickest right now. Lots of cars running laps. Kevin Paskowicz holds on to the top line. Oh no, Ronnie Osmer, his teammate, takes that number 1 spot in 55. Those cars are both VSM Racing. 1 and 2 currently. A lot of cars making laps. Stringfellow comes around on the 9th position on his first lap. He was our quickest in practice. We'll have to see where Stringfellow comes around. Mark True moves up into the 3rd spot. Henry Basal 4th. Colin Corey into 5th spot. Matt Goodell 6th. Carter running 7th. Let's see where Bill Stringfellow comes around. Currently in the 10th position. Once again, fastest in practice. This is his 2nd lap. Touch the wall. This lap's not going to count. So Stringfellow going to qualify 10th as he locks the front tires up. Yeah, that lap's not going to count. Philip Forrester out there. He qualifies 13th. Travis Gromita. They're in 11th position. Andrew Rattell, first time we've been able to see him this season. Qualifies 26th. Tony Smith runs 25th currently as he comes around for his 2nd lap. Tony Smith holds 26th. Right there is Chris Pendle. I don't know if you watch us on Throttle Up Racing Network on Wednesday nights for the Rebel Racing League. Chris Pendle runs in that series as well. We got Blake Giglio. Finished 2nd last week. Out there getting ready to make his first timed lap. Justin White in the 88 car. That's a good looking ride. Grinds coffee pouches. I think the orange wheels looks pretty good on that. Justin White 32nd on his first lap. Jamie Dunning comes out there. That LandonMills.com. Chevrolet for Full Throttle Racing. And Casey Herring just logged in. We was waiting to see if Casey would get in here. He gets in here right at the last minute, so. There's Justin Lumpkin in the 4. Jamie Dunning qualified 20th. Blake comes around to get 11th. Justin Lumpkin out there. The number 4 0X car. Lumpkin comes around to complete his first lap. Lumpkin qualifies. Let's see. Nope, that must have been his green flag, so he'll be coming around. Giglio moves into the 5th spot. And Doug Neal's currently your pole sitter. Justin Lumpkin running around there. Let's see if he can knock anybody off this front row. Justin Lumpkin comes around on his first lap, 35th quickest. Let's see if he can pick it up a little bit on his second lap. Justin Lumpkin to the line. And Lumpkin qualifies 22nd. Our stage tonight will be on lap 45. There will be no caution for that. It'll be all green flag. Currently our pole sitter, Doug Neal. We've got 3 left to qualify. Let's see if any of those qualify. I don't think they're going to have time. See if we can get a word with Doug Neal. Hey, Doug, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. Gotcha.
Hey, Doug. First off, just want to thank you and Simbox for sponsoring our league.
Appreciate it. Not a problem. Not a problem. I'm glad to be here.
And secondly, you are our pole sitter tonight. Very fast. You were fast in practice. What's it going to take to get that Simbox Chevrolet in victory lane?
Keep from looping it as loose as we are right now. Hopefully I can keep it off of anybody on the start here. It's pretty loose, especially on the bottom. To me, it is anyway. So I must have to be real easy here on the start and get some heat in the tires, and hopefully it'll pan out pretty good. Pit strategy's going to be important, I think, too. Tire wear.
Absolutely. Well, I expect to see you around here towards the end and get in the top 3 interview with as fast as you are.
That'd be nice, but I will see what happens. I appreciate it.
All right. Good luck, Doug.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, that was Doug Neal, our pole sitter. And now we're getting ready to go through the grid. And on the pole position, Doug Neal. Second spot, Ronnie Osmer. I have to pick a different camera here. Third place, Kevin Poskowich. Fourth spot, Mark True. Fifth, Blake Giglio. Sixth, another Simbox car, that's Nate Maurer. Henry Bassal in the 7th position. Colin Corey rolls off 8th. Matt Goodell, 9th. Chris Carter rounds out your top 10. On back through the field. John McMillan in 11th. 12th, Matthew Prentice. A.J. Rogers, 13th. 14th, Bill Stringfella. He was our fastest in practice, one to watch for. His teammate also back here, 15th, Travis Scramita. 16th, Tristan Bassal. Philip Forster rolls off 17th position. Patrick Colby in 18th. 19th, Travis White. Chris Pendle back in the 20th position. Jamie Dunning in 21st. Justin Lumpkin rolling off 22nd. Andrew Zarita 23rd. Grant Goodell is in the 24th spot. 25th, Jason Humphrey. 26th is Justin White. 27th is Jonathan Cogswell. 28th is Dylan Falovich. 29th is Sammy Davis. 30th, Jason Clark. 31st, Tony Smith. 32nd, Kevin Franks. 33rd, Andrew Rattel. 34th, Kim Johnner. 35th, Ryan Smith. 36th, Casey Herring. There he is, Joey Doucette. Back in the 37th spot, Robert Gillard, 38th. As we get ready to go green, Doug Neal lead him around. And it's green flag for Doug Neal. Ronnie Osmer with a good start on the outside. Let's see if Doug can get clear of the 73. Ronnie Osmer taking an early lead. What we're going to see here today is going to be tire wear. Who can do the best on their tire? Who can save the tires the best as we go through this race? Looks like Doug Neal will get up in third. We're getting single file. Ronnie Osmer first, Mark True second, Doug Neal third, Nate Maurer fourth, Blake Giglio in that top five. Now Blake won our recruitment race here at Auto Club. He's definitely one of the guys to watch. As we go through the field, we've got some cars on back here that are racing hard. There's Casey Herring in the 23rd spot, already gained 13 positions since this race began. In 3 laps, he is on the move. He's now into the top 20. Andrew Zarita up in front of the 11. He's running 18th position. The 26 with a crossover, Philip Forster. They're side by side back through the field. Oh, that's Chris Pendle in the wall a little bit. Looks like Jason Clark had to slow down for something. Backs out of it, and it looks like we've got maybe a crash. Someone's up here. No, Ronnie Osmer. Looks like he blinked a little bit. Having a little bit of a connection issue. Ronnie Osmer still your leader. Mark True second. Nate Maurer now third, Doug Neal fourth. Now I got that SimBox track map rolling. You see it feel very tight though. All 38 cars on the front stretch. Look, Jason may be having a bit of a connection issue out on the back. These cars out back just hanging out. I think they expect people to kind of loop it around with those older tires. They're just kind of biding their time. Nate Maurer in third spot, trying to work on Mark True in second. Oh, Nate a little in the outside wall, but gets down to the inside of Mark True. Could have been True a little bit also on the wall. Maurer and Doug Neal go around. Mark True move into the second and third positions. Now True setting up the crossover. Thanks twice. This the battle for fifth. Chris Carter. Looking at the inside of that 16. Jamie Dunning holding strong in 17th, up 4 spots. There's a big gap behind him back to Andrew Zarita and Casey Herring running side by side. This the battle for 18th spot. Casey Herring started shotgun on the field. He is up 18 spots into the 18th position. Now got a big gap to try and catch those front 17 cars. As we're 10 laps in. Casey Herring making moves. Travis a little sideways. Saves it, but has to go through the grass to get back on the track. What a save by Travis Scramita there in the 16th position. Bill has gained 5 spots, trying to work his way up into contention for a win. He's in 9th. John McMillan Jr. to the inside of Matthew Prentice. Now Stringfellow making a move on the 56. Kevin Poskowich. And these guys trying to work towards lap 45. That should be close on a fuel run. I believe they'll have to pit at least once before that stage. I'm going to get close to 40 laps, so we'll see who wants to make a move. Looks like we may have a couple of guys with connection issues, but they're hanging out there. Hoping those get cleared up. Doug Neal's moved into the second spot around his teammate, Nate Maurer. Sliding it a little sideways off the corner. Bill's now up into that 8th position. McMillan Jr. following him right through around the 56. 51 now into the 9th position. '15 and the 17 looking also. 17 of AJ Rogers, our winner from Daytona. Trying to hold his point lead. Getting down to the bottom. Ronnie Osmer starting to run away. 1.3 second lead over second. Doug Neal. And you have to question, when is tire wear going to be a factor? It looks like maybe John McMillan Jr. starting to put the moves on Bill Stringfellow for the 8th spot. Bill holding strong on the outside. Matt Goodell down there on the bottom looking to gain a few spots. Patrick Colby just in front of him in the 28 car, last week's stage winner. Oh, a little contact between Patrick Colby and Matthew Prentice in the 15. Colby gets up, slides up in front of the 15 of Matthew Prentice. Jamie Dunning right there at the back of this pack has the most potential to gain, as there's a big gap behind him all the way back to Travis White, who's racing Casey Herring for that 18th spot. A long green flag run. Currently 18 laps in. And let's see if we can do a little something. That I like to call turn up the volume. You see one through the grass. That's Patrick Colby. Will he hold it? He does a great job of not causing a caution. Gets back going. No caution for Patrick Colby. Great save. Doesn't damage the race car. Gonna fight another day. But he will drop all the way back to 25th. We got the end car of Matthew Prentice. All these guys are fighting loose race cars right now. But you see Chris Carter move into second. On the move, saving those tires, Chris Carter. Around both Nate Maurer and Doug Neal. He now sets his sights on Ronnie Osmer. Back through the pack. Jamie Dunning starting to move up a little bit. Now trying to get around Travis. Casey Herring leading the charge of this back group, trying to catch the front pack. These guys doing a great job on these old tires, hanging on. They're running about a second and a half slower than their first lap. Chris Carter now has cut this lead down to 1.6 seconds. Was about 2.1 seconds out when he passed her that 77. Trying to run down this Ronnie Osmer machine. Osmer pushing hard off the corner. Getting a great run down the straightaway. Carter holding that gap. Look at these guys' last lap. Osmer still the fastest car on the track. Goodell actually back in 11th with a little bit quicker, about a 10th quicker than our leader. Goodell now trying to be on the move. Let's run just as fast as our leaders. Our top three in a 42.7s. Goodell a 42.7. Blake Giglio with a 42.6. He might be the guy to watch. Giglio. Nate Maurer is dropping back. May have burned those tires up a little bit. He had moved up into the second position, now drops back to sixth with pressure from 3 cars right behind him. And 51 of McMillan Jr. has been very fast. Nate slowly dropping a little loose off the corner into the outside wall, but he saves it. Everybody doing a great job of holding on. We've got one on the back stretch in the wall. A single car accident, no caution. He's trying to get back up to speed. Grant Goodell backs it into the fence. We see like he just come off the corner a little sideways. Was trying to save it and just got into that outside wall. And once you get in there, it's hard to get off the wall. Kind of gets stuck to it. Spins it around in front to back. Now caution on the speedway. Looks like that'll also be for the 93. Loose off the corner. The 33 hit the wall a little bit, and the 93 that time in front of other cars. The 13 of Jamie Dunning with a big move to avoid the 93, but that'll be a caution. Now we're coming around. We'll have to see who pits. With just 15 laps left in the stage. Ronnie Osmer led every lap so far. Chris Carter just behind on the move, though. And we'll see who comes down pit road. Looks like they may all dive in. And they do. Here they come all down the pit lane. Cars starting to pull in their boxes. We'll see who's the first off. Doug Neal in there. Who's our pole sitter? Everybody taking tires. That was a long green flag run, over 30 laps. Ronnie Osmer off first. Giglio going to come out second. Doug Neal in the fourth spot. Mark True there fifth. Chris Carter sixth. Bill Stringfellow in seventh. John McMillan Jr. He'll come out in 8th, McAdell 9th, AJ Rogers last week winner in 10th. But Kevin Poskowich is in 11th right now. I think he'll inherit that 10th spot once Ryan Smith pits. I think he stayed out to lead a lap. Get an extra point. And he does peel off towards the pit lane. There he is down the pit lane. Now Ronnie Osmer, he's led every green flag lap except for maybe one caution lap. We'll have to see later on if Ryan Smith did get a lap led. We're going double file, getting back green pretty quick. As Ronnie Osmer chooses the outside line. Already almost a third of the way through this race. Getting a lot of green flag racing. You've seen Chris Carter drive up through there, but after that pit stop, back in the 6th spot. 5th position, actually, Chris Carter. We'll have to see if he can drive up through and get back to the front. As he was 2nd. Blake Giglio was fast towards the end of that run. So we'll see what he can do. Mark True, he stayed in the top 5 all race. He's our top Toyota. We got a Ford, Chevy, and a Toyota in the top 3 right now. But Ronnie Osmer has controlled this race from the start. You see the track temp 87 degrees. Starting to cool down a little bit. Ronnie Osmer with the green flag. He'll take off. Osmer holding on to the lead. Giglio just behind. You see Stringfellow making a run now into the 3rd position. Down below Mark True. Stringfellow teammates with Giglio in 2nd. Chris Carter looking. All these guys driving hard. No, it's only 10 laps left to the end of the stage. Chris Carter to the inside of Stringfellow with a big move down low. Now looking to the inside of 16 of Blake Giglio. Chris Carter very quick and a caution out as we've got a big crash in the back. Several cars sliding around. Let's go take a look at what happened. Looks like it happened up in front of these cars. Maybe looks like the 56 sideways. Take a look there. Well, the 56 looks like he may have gotten into that outside wall. He's sliding. Yeah, just got loose on these new tires. It's really easy to do till they get warmed up. Goes sideways, spinning. Oh, Colin Corey with just nowhere to go. The 88 slides through the middle. Oh, and Sammy Davis takes the hit, collects 3 more, 81. That was where the 19 went sliding. The 48 also involved. And the 19 went sliding through the infield. 81 with a lot of front end damage. 54 as well. No nose on that car. So we'll have to see where they get going. All these cars in the back, we'll have to see if they choose to pit. And the 56, he got a little bit of damage out of that, but I don't think he got as much damage as some of these other cars. Yeah, the back's jacked up a little bit, but nothing like this 81. The whole front clip gone. All these cars diving in to get some damage repaired. Andrew Rattel maybe topping off with fuel. Sammy Davis, front end gone off that car as well. Colin Corey looks like he's got some damage, but may hold on to that fast repair. No, there's gonna be a lot of racing left. He does choose to hang on, but as you can tell, that car pretty smashed up on the front end. Bill Stringfellow in the 4th spot. Mark True there 5th. Chris Carter has been making big moves, now 3rd. Blake Giglio rolling around in the 2nd spot. But Ronnie Osmer, he has controlled this race from the beginning. He's going to choose that outside lane again. We're getting ready to go green with just a few laps left in the stage. Casey Herring, I don't believe he got any damage from that wreck, but was right there at it as he's moved all the way up to 12th. Gained 24 spots since we started running. Get ready to go green. Ronnie Osmer is going to be that control car on the restart once again. We've seen these top 4 really take off on that last restart. Going to race hard, only 5 to go in the stage. Once again, no caution at the end of that stage. We're going to keep running all the way to the end if there isn't another wreck. And the green flag is out. Ronnie Osmer with a great jump. Giglio moves to the outside in front of his teammate. You see him fanning out back through the pack. Joey Doucette, Tristan Basal back here racing for the 21st position. Joey Doucette's gained 16 spots. Kevin Franks just in front of him has gained 12. So we got a lot of big movers in this race. None bigger than Casey Herring, who's gained 26 positions. And here as we're winding out this this only stage in this race, Casey Herring now in position to gain some points. He's going to go to the inside of last week's winner, A.J. Rogers. Looks like we may have one around in the back, but oh, he saves it. I'm going to continue with this front runners. Chris Carter's moved all the way into the second position and getting heat from Bill Stringfellow in third as he dips the nose down low. Taking a look, Bill Stringfellow, 25 defending the bottom line, but no. Stringfellow dives low, touches that white line, has to let up a little bit as both these cars right on the tail of Ronnie Osmer. Chris Carter looking for a stage win. Carter now the first challenger to Ronnie Osmer. Carter to the bottom with the nose out front. Osmer battling back on the outside. Stringfellow looking behind, looking for his opportunity to make a move. Now Carter dives hard into three. Clears the 55 of Osmer. Can Osmer do a crossover? I believe he's too far behind. Now Stringfellow beginning to work on that 55. Now to lap 44, 2 to go in the stage. Osmer battling back to the 25. Carter holding it out front. Osmer now looking low. Stringfellow in third. Can he make a move on this last lap of the stage? Now Osmer to the bottom. Chris Carter holding the top on the white flag lap as they come around. Points will be scored for the top 10. Osmer now gets up behind Chris Carter. He's going to make another run into three. Carter all the way to the white line, making it hard on the 55. As we will move back into where our 10th place runner is. Chris Carter will win the stage. Nate Maurer is going to be the 10th position. So as they cross the line, our stage results. Chris Carter's stage winner. He'll get 10 points. Ronnie Osmer second. Bill Stringfellow there in the third spot. Doug Neal comes home fourth in the stage. Giglio in the fifth position. John McMillan Jr. in sixth. Mark True comes home seventh. A.J. Rogers in eighth. Casey Herring ninth. And Nate Maurer will round out your top 10 in the stage. Now we'll continue all the way to the end. And if we don't have a caution, it'll be green flag. Bill running hard. If you want to see these guys in car cameras, a lot of these guys stream. Bill Stringfellow, he is BLK Supra TT on Twitch. If you want to get on your phone, check out Bill Stringfellow running in the third spot. Of course, Casey Herring stream safety statue. That's Philip Forrester. He's out there running. Currently 32nd, but he streams a safety statue. Jamie Dunning also. Jay Dunning 54. He streams. BTG 1017. That is Blake Giglio. So if you want to give these guys a follow on Twitch, you get to see their in-car cameras, see what they see. Some of them have face cameras, so you can actually see what these guys look like as they're sitting in their sim rigs. Chris Carter took the lead. He's hanging out front. And a caution back in the pack. We'll have to see who that is. Looks like the 89. Travis Scramita. Let's see what happened there. Looked like he may have been having some connection issues. The two little loose comes down and tags him. The two got loose off the corner. All these guys do a great job of not hitting him. Everyone continues on. Now we're going to get to see some pit strategy. Who decides to come in and take tires? We see them all peeling down. No, the 25 stays out. A couple cars stays out, but most everyone diving in the pit lane. See if anybody in the back chooses to stay out. Looks like maybe only 2 cars chose to stay on the racetrack. And that's Christopher Carter and Doug Neal. The only 2 that chose to stay out, and that is a lonely feeling. Chris Carter and Doug Neal out here on an island. Ronnie Osmer first off the pit lane. Bill Stringfellow second. John McMillan in third off pit lane. Fifth, Casey Herring with a big pit move comes out sixth. May have only taken 2 tires there. Casey Herring with a big move now into the 5th spot. Chris Carter and Doug Neal. I'm trying to think of when they last stopped. real sure, but they've got about 15 laps on their tires, more than everyone else. They're going to have a hard time staying up front. Chris Carter going to be the control car. We're right about halfway. 55 is halfway. We're on lap 53. This car's getting lined up. Here we go, green flag racing once again. And Casey ended up there in the 7th position, I believe, down in the bottom lane. Chris Carter, our control car. We watch that pace car pull in the pit lane. Green flag for Chris Carter. Doug Neal may have spun the tires a little bit. 83 of Bill Stringfellow now moving low. 3 wide down into turn number 1. Ronnie Osmer clears him. He'll move into 2nd. Stringfellow racing McMillan, and a 2 of Casey Herring. Sideways, holds it. They look like they're getting ready to touch a little bit out on the track. These guys know they need to position themselves to get up to the front. Things start to get hectic. There goes the 6 around. Another caution, 11 without a Casey Herring sitting sideways on the track. We'll have to see what happened here. Casey Herring had come up just a touch. The 6 into the corner. You know, I'm not real sure on that one. The 2 hard into the outside wall. The 6 came down the track quite a bit. The 2 was holding his line. It looks like the 6 may have just come down. Probably didn't know that Casey was still hanging on there. Was looking to go to the inside of the 22, and they touched the 2 hard into the outside wall. Oh, tags the 56, spins him around. Tristan Basaw misses the 2. Goes, and just tags the front of the 56. A lot of cars in the back involved. We'll have to see Casey down the pit lane. Several cars in the pits. Bill Stringfellow into pit lane. Looked like he may be getting fuel only. Looks like we've still got some cars crashing on pit lane. Yeah, I'm not real sure what happened to Bill, but he chose to pit. And is still sitting on the pit lane. When we checked in on his stream, it looks like Bill may be in the bathroom. They're coming around. Bill may go a lap down. Chris Carter stays out along with Doug Neal now back in the 4th spot. These guys hanging on strong in the front. Let's see if there's another caution. The 83 of Bill Stringfellow, he is out on the lead lap. He's trying to get back into his position. As he get ready to go green, Carter, the control car. Green flag for Chris Carter. To take off, Ronnie Osmer hanging strong on the outside. He does have newer tires. Giglio looking to the outside of the 77. He'll swing it wide. Giglio trying to get around that 77. He knows Doug Neal on some older tires. Shoots it in on the outside. Now the outside of Doug Neal. That for the 4th position. It's a great run down the front stretch and another caution out. This one involving Bill Stringfellow. A lot of damage. Let's see if we can see what happens here. 83 and the 38. The 19 on the outside tags the outside wall and shoots him straight across the track and involves several cars, several fast cars. The 38 of Matt Goodell, the 6 Christopher Pendle, Bill Stringfellow, who's been running up front all race long, involved. So that's the danger of putting yourself back in the back of the pack, because he was running up front and had a long pit stop on that last stop. We'll see who all comes down. Chris Carter in the pits along with Doug Neal, Nate Maurer as well. So a lot of people staying out. Ronnie Osmer, John McMillan Jr., Blake Giglio all stayed out. 3 cars, several cars in. Patrick Colby in. See several cars in the pit lane. 97, Nate Maurer, first car out, may have only taken fuel. As the 77 25, we know they took tires. Everyone else behind them also taking tires, trying to get some damage fixed. Looks like Bill may have taken that fast repair. I'll have to look at his car. No, Bill still out there, got some damage. Hopefully no engine damage. Colin Corey out there. Ronnie Osmer going to be the control car this time. One of these cars coming back in, getting fueled up. Going to try and make it to the end on fuel if we go green. Doug Neal also just took 4 tires. Let's see if he just comes in for a splash and go. He is in the pit lane. And that's exactly what it is, a quick splash and go. Race between the 77 and the 97. Casey Herring also in there with getting some fuel. Out front, Ronnie Osmer. Going to be the control car. McMillan Jr. down on the bottom. Going to try and make a move here early. Got about 50 laps to go. Green flag for Ronnie Osmer. A big jump as McMillan may have spun the tires a little bit. Gets slow on the get-go. Giglio jumps to the outside line. Joey Doucette, now in the top 10, has gained 27 positions from the start. Currently our biggest mover, another big mover, Tony Smith, up here in the 6th spot, has gained 25. Coming right at you in your living room. Ronnie Osmer in the lead. See the 23 touch that outside wall. Doesn't take much to send you back across the track. As he's sideways, can he save it? He does. Bill Stringfellow trying to get through these cars as quickly as possible. See him with a big move. Stringfellow up to 13th. Still got damage on that front end. It must not have hurt the engine because he is flying. Bill Stringfellow starting to pull out, trying to run down Travis Gramita in the 12th spot. Justin White, somebody we haven't talked about much, is up now in the 6th position in that 88. He's also on Team Simbox. And a caution out. Looks like the 91 around. We started off with some. The 91 may have towed there. Oh, there he is. He was there in the 13th spot, got loose and come down in front of the 28. And he goes sliding sideways. Don't believe he hit anything. See him throw it in reverse to save it from hitting the wall. Does a great job of getting it stopped. He does get it stopped as it comes sliding down. No damage, but he probably going to need some new tires on that 91 Ford. They're all heading down pit lane. A few choose to stay out, some that just pitted. You see most everyone heading down pit lane. All those cars that just pitted, looks like 4, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 staying out. Your top 9 are going to stay out. Everyone else down the pit lane. Bill had about 30 seconds of optional repairs. '21 that time, your free pass car. You see him trucking on around. That'll put him 2 laps down now. Stringfellow chose to get some of that damage repaired. He'll come out in the 31st position. We'll have to see. He's choosing not to take that fast repair. He'll take it on his last pit stop, I'm sure. We'll have to see if Bill Stringfellow can drive back through the pack. But up front, Patrick Colby, Chris Carter, Chris Pendle, Matt Goodell, Casey Herring, Dylan Falovich, Doug Neal, Justin Lumpkin, Nate Maurer, all stayed out. Your top 9, Ronnie Osmer there in the 10th position, your first car with new tires. But all those guys just pitted about 4 laps ago, so that may be the move. Colby will be the control car when the green flag waves. There it goes. Patrick Colby with a bit of a jump. 25 not far behind. Carter already working low. As it goes side by side down the backstretch, Chris Carter to the bottom of Patrick Colby. Now Chris Carter, your new leader. Chris Pendle, that's one I knew we'd see before this race is over, in the 3rd position. And number 6, Autism Speaks Ford Mustang. A little pit strategy, he's holding it up there. Casey Herring and Dylan Falovich, these 2 teammates, also with that pit strategy. But Casey's been very fast, involved in a couple incidents, finding himself up here in the 4th position. They have done a great job maintaining the race. Ronnie Osmer, the first car with new tires. Only about 5 laps fresher, though. As you can tell, he doesn't quite have, that much more speed than these cars that stayed out that time. He does look to the outside of the 77 of Doug Neal. Looking for a run. He's there. Ronnie Osmer trying to make a move. We'll have to see how they dive into turn 1. Osmer deep into turn 1. Now going to be outside of Dylan Falovich. Ronnie Osmer on the move now, back into the top 5. We're 72 laps in of 110. Ronnie Osmer on the move. Now to the back bumper of Casey Herring. He swings to the outside, the 55. And now to the outside of the 2. Deep into turn 1 once again. Can he get the run off the corner? Casey holding strong on the bottom. The 55 of Osmer does get a little bit of a lead. Can he clear Casey? We go into turn 3. Casey down on the bottom, holding strong, not giving it to the 55. Casey gets a great run off the corner down the front stretch. See these cars swinging all the way down to that apron, trying to get the shortest route around. These two battling hard for the 4th spot. Ronnie Osmer, Casey Herring down on the bottom. Osmer with a great run off 2. He will clear Casey. See if Casey decides to hang back. He dives it in. And Osmer now into the 4th spot, setting sail. Chris Pendle trying to work on the 28. And he gets a great run as they head down into 3. The 6 looking low. Oh, they're so close. Chris Pendle right there on Patrick Colby. Now Pendle down to the bottom for 2nd position. Pendle now to the 2nd spot as he sets his eyes on our leader, Chris Carter. Chris Carter been very fast whole race long. He finished top 3, won one of our recruitment races, finished top 3 in several of them. This guy we know is very fast. Gets the lead, but Chris Pendle beginning to run him down. As we look back from the 25 back at Chris Pendle. Carter with a great run through 1 and 2 down the backstretch. Looks like Chris Carter going to pull away a little bit. Carter, our leader, looks like he's going to maintain that. He's got quite the gap over 2nd. Jamie Dunning In the 9th spot, Matt Goodell goes down low, trying to get around Jamie Dunning. And he does. Matt Goodell now into the 9th position. Jamie Dunning back to 10th. Blake Giglio in 11th, trying to hold on a hard charging John McMillan Jr. and Nate Maurer. They're side by side. That battle for the 11th spot. Bill Stringfellow pitted that time, come out 31st, now in 22nd behind his teammate Travis Scramita. That car pretty beat up from that wreck earlier. Joey Doucette there in the 22. He's gained 20 positions since we started, in the 17th spot. Now making a move on the 54, Sammy Davis. Osmer's moved up into the 3rd spot. Trying to run down the top two, Chris Carter and Chris Pendle. Your biggest mover in this race so far is Casey Herring. He's gained 31 spots since we started 36, shotgun on the field. And he's moved into the top 5. Trying to move his way on up, AJ Rogers. Last week's winner has gained 9 spots tonight, but you know, last week's winner at Daytona Super Speedway, you don't know how guys are going to race really until they get out into these tracks, mile and a half, these tracks like Michigan and California. And AJ Rogers really impressing. As he was 8th in that first stage. He is currently our point leader after winning last week. Now running in the 4th spot, trying to gain as much as he can. John McMillan Jr. has been fast today as well. And they're in that 51. As he now moves down to the bottom of Doug Neal. This for the 9th spot. As Osmer makes a move on Chris Pendle to put him into 2nd. And AJ Rogers has run both these guys down. He'll now look to the outside of Chris Pendle for the 3rd spot. AJ Rogers now to the bottom. Drafts down the front stretch. Behind Ronnie Osmer, dives into turn 1, now looking low. This for the second spot. AJ Rogers. Looks like Osmer gets a good run off the corner. Oh, side draft, he touches. And around goes Osmer. Caution on the speedway with 25 to go. I really think he was trying to side draft and may have gotten just a little too close. And as they were touching, they kind of got locked together and around went the 55. With no, I mean, the 55 is as high as he can get. There's really no fault of the 55. Just a product of side draft and trying to get a run down into the corner. And around goes the 55. And AJ Rogers continues, but no damage to the 55 of Ronnie Osmer, but it's going to be hard to come back this late in the race. Osmer now down in the 25th position. He's been fast all race. Only 24 laps to go, so we'll have to see. Looks like everyone's going to come down pit lane. No one staying out of everyone. This may be the final pit stop if it goes green to the end. Osmer trying to get all he can in the pit lane. Casey Herring may be the first car off. Casey Herring gonna lead these cars off the pit lane. So we'll go up front to Casey Herring, now your leader. Actually, Travis White, who stayed on the racetrack, looks like he's going to lead a lap. .23 gonna stay out. Only 22 to go here. Travis White on the older tires. Chris Carter down there in third. Casey Herring outside with new tires. Not real sure when 23 pitted last. Let's see if we can see here. And looks like it's been quite a while for Travis White. 37 laps since that last pit. So we'll have to see if he can hang on. He will be the control car when we go green. Green flag, how long can Travis White hold on? Casey Herring on that outside, 25 of Chris Carter coming up to the inside. They're going to try and make it 3 wide. They're sideways behind. They're wrecking. 51 around. 89 into the side of the 51. Caution flag. Several cars involved. This 28 got sideways. Come down into the 12. And from that point on, it was just a battle to save it. Yeah, the 12 there in the blind spot of the 28. Not sure if he knew he was there. But they were very close. The 51 just had nowhere to go. He goes around sideways. Cars trying to avoid him, but the 89 just couldn't do it. Nowhere he could go there. The 28 trying to stop. Oh, the 97, Nate Maurer. The 55, Ronnie Osmer, involved in a second incident. Four also involved. Chris Pendle. Looks like he may have gotten through. Several cars damaged after that wreck. Travis White still hanging out front, looks like. Only 19 to go, 8 cautions. Casey Herring up front, Chris Carter out second. Come around, only 18 laps to go. Hopefully we can get some green flag laps. To go double foul. The 23 White holds on there on the older tires. He must have pitted somewhere that it's not picking it up. But if he has got 41 lap old tires compared to everyone else with just a couple laps, that's very impressive. I'm eager to see if he can make it to the end on fuel. track temperature now at 87. These cars should be pretty grippy. As we get ready to go green, Travis White, your leader. The 97 down on pit road. Oh, the 25 spins his tires. Everyone trying to go low to avoid Chris Carter. Oh, a big boo-boo there for Chris Carter as he slips all the way back to 19th on that restart. Oh, the 55 of Osmer. Someone sliding down low. They're all down. No caution. The single car incident. Everyone gets going. It's the 54 of Sammy Davis. I'm not sure that he hit anything. Looks like he may have with that front bumper, but one car incident, no caution. Casey Herring now out in the lead with only 16 to go. Travis White holding strong. I just feel like there's no way he's got 40 lap older tires than the front couple of guys here. Our overlay must be wrong. Either that or I'm very, very impressed with that 23 of Travis White holding on with the older tires. Casey Herring kind of starting to stretch that lead. Dylan Falovich's teammate now moves into the second spot. AJ Rogers into third. Oh, the 77 around, along with the 83 of Bill Stringfellow. Oh, the 23 gets hit from behind. Airborne now flipping down the backstretch. And he'll land on his top. Let's see what happened there. Big crash. 23 flips. Try and get a little better view. To come off the corner, the 23 was a little slow, and the 80, oh, that looks like net code. I'm not sure they touched. Let's go to the back of the 83 and let's see. He comes down a little bit, but that was net code. They got around, and once they got to touching, there was nowhere they could go, and it looks like the 83 had just used his fast repair, and now with a very damaged race car, and he got going, but the 23, someone come in late as the cars were sliding. The 27 hits the 77, and the 91, as the 23 was coming low, sends the 23 airborne and flipping down the backstretch. Major incident, the 77 involved, big time. A lot of damage for that number 77 Simbox Chevrolet of Doug Neal. He was our pole sitter. Top 5 in practice. Really expected that 77 to be up there, and he was up there in the top 10. He did have his fast repair. That's good for Doug Neal. As he'll come out, he's going to be back in the back of the pack with only about 12 to go when we go green. Bill, a lot of damage to Bill. But up front, Casey Herring has put his car in the spot exactly where he needed to be. Jamie Dunning up there. You see him in the third position, benefiting from these crashes. He's doing a great job avoiding all the carnage that's happened here towards the end of this race. Started out with over 30 laps of green flag racing, now 9 cautions since lap 30. Matt Goodell's been fast. He's out there in the 5th spot. Justin White up here in 6th. But Casey Herring, your leader on the outside lane. Casey Herring brings him down, pace car off, green flag for Casey Herring. Jamie Dunning trying to stay behind that 2. Now he'll be the first car in the outside lane. Casey Herring to the bottom in front of teammate Dylan Falovich. And a caution on the speedway already, the 54 involved. The 4 as well, Justin Lumpkin. Let's take a look, see what happened. Looks like maybe the 27 had gotten sideways. Back this up a little bit. Into the corner. Yes, the 27, 26 touch. And then the 26 went on around, collecting a couple other cars. Well, let's see. He did his best to save it, made it almost all the way around the corner for it to finally come around. Comes down in front of the 54 and the 4. We're getting down to the final 10 laps. Bill Stringfellow avoids it. No more damage to that car. 77, who just took his fast repair. He's down here a good ways down the track. Not sure what happened there with the 48. He got loose through the corner as he was trying to stay to the outside of those that were wrecking, and hits the outside wall and across the track into the front of the 77. And Doug Neal with nowhere to go. Doug's had such a great race, and you see the front of that race car destroyed. Well, all of a sudden it pops back up, so I don't know if it's destroyed or not. But we know Doug's had a great race and a couple of late wrecks. Really no fault of his own. There wasn't anything he could have done on either one of those wrecks. So that Simbox Chevrolet going to have to restart back. Looks like the 26th position. He's in the pit lane trying to get a little damage fixed. Casey Herring out front, but Jamie Dunning, he's going to be restarting in the second position with just a few laps to go. The 21 going to be the free pass car. That'll put him back on lead lap. Only 9 to go. Casey Herring and Jamie Dunning going to battle it out. Casey going down to the bottom lane. Looks like he's going to choose to stay in front of Dylan Falovich. Jamie with the outside lane. That may be the preferred line. You see that 48. If Jason Humphrey, he's going to be out of this one. And 97 also out, been sitting in the pit lane for quite a while. Let's see if Jamie Dunning can get a great restart and stick to the outside of Casey Herring. Hopefully we can go green flag for 8 laps. They bring him down. And the green flag. Dunning with a good restart. Holds the nose to the outside of the 2. Casey Herring down on the bottom. He does clear the 13. Dunning dives hard down into the corner. Dunning with a great run off the outside. AJ Rogers looking to the bottom. Casey Herring holding the lead. AJ Rogers now into the 3rd position. Now 3 wide for 2nd position. Dunning stuck on the outside. AJ Rogers in the middle. Oh, the 16 and the 88 get together, but a great job saving it. They hold it down through 1 and 2. The 88 moves back a little bit. Also, Giglio, Blake Giglio scoots back some as well. The 17 now of AJ Rogers to the outside. Making a move. Can he go back to back? These two battled for the win last week. They touch off the corner. Casey holds it. Now down the front stretch, Casey Herring in the lead. Chris Carter looking to the inside, trying to be involved now, taking her to the bottom. Looks like it's going to be 3 wide for the lead. Chris Carter to the bottom, 3 wide. Casey Herring has to slide in behind the 25. The 25 of Chris Carter goes around 2 cars, and they're sliding around the 98 of Kevin Franks through the infield. Caution flag. This is going to be a green, white checker restart. The 98, just everyone's pushing so hard here at the end of the race. Pushes just a little too hard. Gets into that outside wall. Comes across the nose of Blake Giglio. Goes right around. Doesn't look like he hits anything or anybody besides that number 16 of Blake Giglio. Kevin Frank slides through the infield. Had a great run going, but he will move back to the back. Looks like they may be giving him a couple spots back. Sometimes iRacing does that. When you wreck, it gives you your spot back depending. But no, he's going to come into the pit lane. It's Kevin Franks down pit road. Bill Stringfellow also chooses to come down the pits, get a little more damage repaired. But Chris Carter, what a move. As we go back and look at this three-wide battle, Chris Carter dives to the bottom, goes three wide, gets both the 2 and the 17 in the same corner, and comes off down the front stretch in the lead right before that caution came out. The 25 of Chris Carter. What a move. He's been fast all race. Now going to be the control car on the restart. On our first green-white checker, we will take 3 attempts. Down to 3 to go. This has been wild. See if we can get a word with Jamie Dunning. Hey, Jamie, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. Got a copy?
Hey, Dakota, how's it going,
hey,
buddy?
Doing good. You're running up in the 7th spot. You're looking real fast. You think you got a shot at maybe getting up there and running for the win?
I hope so. I hope I can put this Landon Mills Design Chevrolet into the top 3. I mean, I started P2 in that last restart, and I thought I could get by Casey, but I had to check up a little bit because I went past him before the start, so I thought I was going to get a penalty there. But fortunately, I got it. Didn't get that penalty, so I can stay right where I'm at. I'm happy with a top 10 here. This is not my favorite track at all, so.
You're doing a great job, Jamie. Hopefully we can get this done on one green-white checker.
I hope so. I mean, I hope. I hope.
All right, well, good luck, Jamie.
Thank you, sir.
All right, that was Jamie Dunning, currently running in the 7th spot. Now, if you listen to us on Wednesday nights when we do the Rebel Racing League, Jamie helps in that league in the broadcasting. So Jamie currently 7th. He's gained 14 spots since the start of this one. Casey Herring up 34, restarting in the 2nd spot. And Christopher Carter out front. That's got to be the move of the race. Even if he doesn't win, that is the move of the race. But now, out front, he's just got to hold him for 2 laps. Can he get it done? Christopher Carter leads him down. When the green flag waves, it'll be on him. There they go. Green flag with a good jump. Christopher Carter. Herring slides down behind A.J. Rogers in 3rd spot. You see Ronnie Osmer's run up there right behind Matt Goodell in 4th. Ronnie Osmer there in the 5th spot. Maybe looking for that 17. Side by side now for the 4th position. It's Casey Herring throwing a little bit of a block on A.J. Rogers. Now the 2 look slow, but Carter going to hold on as they come down to the white flag. There's a car spinning, but no caution as it costs the line. This race will be official. They just got to race back to the line. Chris Carter out front. Casey Herring second, AJ Rogers third. You see Ronnie Osmer out there on the outside, trying to make a move to get up to the fourth spot. Jamie Dunning back there running in seventh still, holding on. AJ Rogers now making a move for the second spot. Herring dives it deep. But it's all Chris Carter off turn 4 and across the line. Chris Carter wins at Auto Club. Second spot, Casey Herring. Matt Goodell squeaks out of third. AJ Rogers comes around in fourth spot. You see maybe a little after race tussle here. Ronnie Osmer and 17 involved in a wreck earlier. 55 lets you know, I remember. That's good on the 55 to not wrecking. Just a quiet reminder. The 25 of Chris Carter comes down, slides her straight into the wall, burns it out. Chris Carter, your winner. Casey Herring, 2 weeks in a row, finishes second spot. Chris Carter, what a great finish, passing 3 wide there at the end. All right, let's see if we can get a word from Matt Goodell. Here's Matt Goodell. Let's see if we can get a word. Hey, Matthew, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Got you, Dakota.
Hey, great run. You eked out a third right there at the line. You were very fast all race long, but you come up there and get a podium finish. How'd it look from your perspective?
Man, it was wild all night. I'm still shaking. It was a crazy finish.
Yeah, it was certainly a wild race. Started out with 30 laps of green flag and end up with, I believe, 10 cautions by the time it was over. But you come home third place. Is there anybody you'd like to thank?
I'd like thank my team. A lot of support from them. Thank you and Jamie for putting on these races. It's a great league. Appreciate everything you guys do.
Well, great job, Matt. I'm sure we'll be talking to you again before the season's over.
Well, I hope so. That's the goal.
Absolutely. We're going to talk to you every week, right?
Exactly. It sounds good to me. It's a date.
All righty. We'll see you.
Thank you.
All right. That was Matthew Goodell. Now our second place finisher, Casey Herring. He likes to come in here late. We'll see if he's in here. Let's see if we can get Casey Herring. Maybe if we can get this thing to move up. Sometimes Discord doesn't like to work the proper way. There's Casey. Hey, Casey, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Oh, God. It's you. What's up, bro?
Hey, man. Fast, all race long. You just a little short. 2 weeks in a row. 2 top 2 finishes. What's it take to get it done here?
Man, dude, I run in multiple leagues, and this is my luck. Auto Club it's not my favorite track. I more like it in the B car or truck, so I knew it was going to be a challenge starting in the back. That's why I started in the back. Found out real fast. Got a little bit of speed there, and the key is keeping that right rear on this thing. Good lord, that thing was loose.
We got involved in an incident there early, got clipped a couple of times, I believe.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
you drove through the field from the start all the way to the front. Then after getting wrecked, you drive all the way through again. You gained 34
Yeah.
spots since the start, so that's
Let's go.
certainly our
one short
biggest mover of the race.
Yeah, I needed that one more to get that pretty 35, but no, I mean it was a long day. Like I said, my plan was to take it easy, and then I don't know, 5 laps in, there were a lot of slow people, and I was like, look, I want to get into a comfortable spot to ride, so I rode. I don't even remember. I think it was just inside the top 20 maybe till the first caution, I believe, and got caught up with some internet issues with somebody, and I think a bunch of net code, and got a black flag, and another wreck from the 6th. I don't know, maybe he didn't realize. I think he thought he had more speed than me going into 3, and he was going to clear me, but he doored me, and I think it was net code. I was watching the broadcast. It looked like net code, but hey, played a little bit more strategy, man. Took the fast repair, got gas, pitted with the teammates, and I left a set sit in the garage. But hey, not bad for a track I'm not that good at. So, in the cup cars, anyways. Long day though. Hope it was entertaining.
Well, you did a great job. Got anybody you'd like to thank?
Shout out to Dakota, awesome guy. Shout out Throttle Up. Everything you're starting to do, bro. It's good to see you growing. Shout out TTSL Motorsports, Justin Lumpkin, Dylan Falovich, Tony Smith. Shout out Zero X. Like I said, he's always a big supporter of mine. He paints all of our beautiful schemes you see on the track every week. If you need anything done, hit him up. And everybody to watching. I hope you guys enjoyed.
All right. Well, good job, Casey. Hopefully we talk to you next week and you're one spot better.
Yeah. Hopefully in Big Through Lane. Thank you, Dakota.
Absolutely, man.
See you, bro.
All right. That's your second place car, Casey Herring. Waiting to see if Chris Carter hops in the Discord. A great race. Chris Carter with the move of the race. Let's see if maybe we can go back and take another look. I'll have to go find it. But passes him 3 wide. Down at the bottom. Sure what lap that was. That was pretty late. Chris Carter, your winner. Don't see him in the Discord. Maybe we'll have an opportunity to talk to him next week. Well, that's your race. Chris Carter, your winner. As he goes 3 wide, passes them two of them on the outside, passes them down on the inside. Chris Carter, the move of the race, a big mover as well. Gains 9 spots from where he started. Comes home with the victory. It's a great job. It's Christopher Carter. So thanks again to everybody who raced. Thanks everybody who watched. Simbox, thank you for sponsoring the league. And we will catch you all next week. check where we are next week. I believe we are at Homestead. Yes, next week we are at Homestead, 150 laps down in Miami. Join us next week, Sunday night. As we go running around Homestead, Florida.
What you think about when you're born into a fire. Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it to the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn